Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
This.
Give me all you got!
Listen,
Give me all you got!
swear me and my brother.
I can tell you I don't have money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Right now! I want to talk! You kill him! You kill yourself, you motherfucker! Give me back my son! Help! I didn't kill my wife! I don't care!
Hello and welcome to Stand and Watch, the best and only dad movie podcast you're ever going to listen to, because we killed all the other ones.
Matt, please use the proper term. We did not kill them. We retired
That's
them.
right. That's right. We retired all of the old ones. They are retired.
They needed to go. They were, how you say, illegal?
Yeah. That's how you say it.
You know what? It left my lips, and as soon as it left my lips, I was like, you know what? Maybe not the best term in this climate.
It is appropriate for the movie that we're watching, or that we watched.
Yes, the movie, the very untimely '80s movie that we watched.
Blade
That is not
Runner.
timely. That is not timely at all. No. See, '80s movies have not aged well at all. They are all, how you say, of a time.
They're all of a time. And the more 80s movies we watch for this podcast, the more I'm starting to think they really knew what they were talking about in the 80s. They really knew where things were headed.
This was back when writers wrote, actors acted, and the money people were still a headache, but not as big of a headache.
This is back in the day when the creative people could tell the money people, shut the fuck up. We know what we're doing. And the money people would be like, okay, we'll see.
We'll see. All right. Mm-hmm. And then the movie comes out and it bombs, and they're like, oh, looks like the money people were right. And then it comes out on DVD and just gets this cult following, and the creative person calls them and says, hey, motherfucker, look at that, eh? Look at that. What I tell you? What I tell you that you didn't need narration, you dumb fucking bitch.
Yes, that's right. You watched both versions of this movie because you accidentally watched the bad version first.
I accidentally watched the bad version, and then I watched the good version, and then I watched 2049.
Yeah, that's quite the triple feature.
So I'm a pile of mush right now. I'm Nick, by the way.
Oh yeah, and I'm Matt. Hi, Steve.
Steve, Standies, always good to see you, viewers.
Yeah. You know how we feel about you, viewers, but listeners, just want to give you a big ol' hug.
We fucking love you. If I could reach through this microphone and hug you, I would. Viewers, sit and spin.
Yeah, do the splits on it. Do you wanna read your little Wikipedia paragraph about this movie?
Yeah. I pulled the Wikipedia paragraph. These are some very long paragraphs. I'm gonna read them all. Blade Runner is a 1982 science fiction film directed by Ridley Scott from a screenplay by Hampton Fancher and David Peoples. I'm gonna move it over here so I'm looking more at the camera. Starring Harrison Ford, Rutger Hauer, Sean Young, and Edward James Olmos. It is an adaptation of Philip K. Dick's 1968 novel "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?" The film is set in a dystopian future LA of 2019, in which synthetic humans that's the past now. It's scary. We live in the future compared to this movie. Replicants are bioengineered by the powerful Tyrell Corporation to work on space colonies. When a fugitive group of advanced replicants, led by Roy Batty Hauer, escape back to Earth, former cop Rick Deckard Ford reluctantly agrees to hunt them down. Blade Runner initially underperformed in North America theaters and polarized critics. Some praised its thematic complexity and visuals, while others critiqued its slow pacing and lack of action. The film's soundtrack, composed by
Lack of action.
There's not enough action. Was nominated in 1982 for a BAFTA and a Golden Globe as Best Original Score. Blade Runner later became a cult film and has since come to be regarded as one of the greatest science fiction films. Hailed for its production design depicting a high-tech but decaying future, the film is often regarded as both a leading example of neo-noir cinema and foundational work of cyberpunk genre. It has influenced many science fiction films, video games, anime, and television series. It also brought the work of Dick to Hollywood's attention and led to several film adaptations of his work. In 1993, it was selected for preservation in the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress. 7 different versions of Blade Runner existed as a result of controversial changes requested by studio executives, those motherfuckers. A director's cut was released in 1992 after a strong response to test screenings of a work print. This, in conjunction with the film's popularity as a video rental, made it one of the earliest films to be released on DVD. 2007, Warner Brothers released the final cut, a 25th anniversary digitally remastered version. This is the only version which Scott retained artistic control. The film is the first of the franchise of the same name. A sequel titled Blade Runner 2049 was released in 2017 alongside a trilogy of short films covering the 30-year span between the two films. The anime series Blade Runner Black Lotus was released in 2021. Hard to find that anime now. I think it's on Crunchyroll, and I refuse to make a Crunchyroll account.
Wasn't that
Not doing it.
anime a Netflix thing?
That was an Adult Swim gig. That was
Oh.
a partnership between Adult Swim and Crunchyroll. So it's not on HBO Max. It is on Crunchyroll. I'm going to eventually watch it. I don't know how legally it's going to be when I watch it though. Who do we want to try to pass the smell test here?
I want you to do Sean Young because I know of a certain incident that'll be there that I really want you to read aloud.
John Young, you've done your homework. Jesus. All right, let's see here. Scrolling down, is it in her personal life?
I don't know if it would be in her personal life. It happened professionally.
Let's see here. Mm. Da, 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 da. Young, let me see if this is what you're wanting. Young was considered for the role of Selena Kyle, Catwoman, in the 1992 film Batman Returns. Young reportedly visited Warner Brothers lot in a homemade Catwoman costume for an impromptu audition for the director Tim Burton, who allegedly hid under his desk while actor Michael Keaton and producer Mark Canton briefly met with her. She also showcased her costume on Entertainment Tonight and pitched it to the Joan Rivers show. Warner Brothers ultimately decided that Young did not align with their vision for Catwoman. I've got more questions about Tim Burton hiding under the desk. She seems fine. Like she just showed up in a costume. Let's see here. In 1989, actor James Woods sued Young for allegedly harassing him and his then fiancee. Young denied the allegations and claimed Woods filed the lawsuit out of spite after she declined his romantic advances. The suit was settled out of court in 1989, and Young was awarded $227,000, the equivalent of $576 today, to cover her legal costs. I think she passes the smell test. She took James Wood to court and won. First, they settled.
Good for her.
But yeah, anyone taking James Woods on, yeah, she passes. She passes.
Yeah.
Tim Burton does not.
I just want you to read that Catwoman story because I find it humorous all the time.
Very fucking just weird. Just fucking weird. Hollywood, why are you so fucking weird? I have to hide under the desk and see if she's a good Catwoman.
Maybe he was frightened. He was like, "Who's this strange woman coming in here with a Catwoman, her own Catwoman costume?"
Tim Burton's like, I like pussy. I don't like to be surprised by pussy.
Okay.
What a
Letterbox
weird,
review.
what a weird turn of events. I've got my Letterbox review here from Fran Hopfner. She is a patron saint of Letterbox. Praise be to thee. Gave the movie 3.5 stars and said everyone in the future is miserable with a great coat.
There are some good coats in this.
Really good coats.
I got a review here from Stephanie, who is a pro Letterboxd user. Congrats on reaching the big time. She gave this movie 3 stars and wrote, "Harrison Ford is stupid. If Daryl Hannah had my head between her thighs, I'd let her kill me."
He goofed. He goofed.
Yeah, I can't disagree.
Kill me now. It doesn't get any better than this.
This is it. Singa, I can't breathe.
Oh, and that guy looked like the look on his face. It looked like he had a great time.
When they show his dead body afterwards, that man died happy.
Do we have that in the stinger of the opening of every episode? Because that face should be in the stinger.
We don't, but I could put it in there.
Just
The problem is when they show his face, like there's not really any like line or quote that I for the stinger. So it would just be like a quick cut to him, like in between like Al Pacino and Liam Neeson.
It'd be worth it. Just that man, like the detectives investigating that were like, looks like he died post-coital. He's having a hell of a time.
Uh,
It's a closed case. He went out the way he wanted to.
I love that guy. Anyway, Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, I was ready to come in and like shit on this movie because I watched the original cut
Yeah, you watch the
and the narr
theatrical cut with the narration and everything. I think the ending is
so
different
bad.
too, even.
Because I remember watching. I remember sitting there watching it as the narration was going, and I was like, "Wow, this feels like some." I remember thinking immediately, "This feels like something someone added after the fact because they were bored." They're like, "The moviegoers are going to be bored," and you know what? Anytime there's a note like that where you're worried about the moviegoers being bored, I don't shit on the execs too much anymore because I know people suck shit,
Yeah,
and they know people suck shit.
audiences are quite usually very stupid.
Most definitely, almost always stupid. I mean, that's
Yeah,
why video podcasts are so popular right now.
yeah,
But
viewers.
viewers,
But you should
but
never
it's
treat
it's a
them as such.
it's a constant war of executives like wanting to play into the worst of humanity, and artists being like not so much that like, oh no, people will get it, but artists being like, no, fuck them. This is what it is.
Yeah, like audiences are stupid for the most part, but you can't make your movie under the assumption that they're stupid. You
You
have to,
can't dumb it down. You
yeah,
can't dumb it down for the dum dums.
yeah, you have to be like one of the things I really like about the Avatar movies is James Cameron just assumes you've seen them.
Yeah,
There's no recaps, there's no, "This is what happened in the last one." He's like, "Oh, no, this movie from 12 years ago that I'm now making a sequel for, you've seen it, you remember it, and you know what happened."
that's what I like about 2049. Like 2049 assumes, oh, you're a sicko that's watched every version of Blade Runner and has an opinion on every version of Blade Runner. Here's a 2.5 hour sequel to Blade Runner, you sick fucks.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it, because it's just like, no, like, look, here you go. And then Villanueva, like, he's just running off playing he's playing toys with everyone's sci-fi stuff and getting ready to play toys with James Bond. And I kind of would follow him into the sun. I think I'd follow him into the sun. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he does, he does. Great Canadian.
Oh fuck, he's one of those. God damn it. One of the good Canadians.
One of the good
One of the good ones. Yeah, so like my only complaint about the movie was the narration. Otherwise, I kind of like this movie.
It's a good movie. It's a classic. I know you said in your opening paragraph how, sorry, I got distracted by your problematic, water mug. Um, I know you said in that opening paragraph, you can see its influence in neo-noir and cyberpunk. Like, cyberpunk doesn't exist without this movie.
No,
Like, the
it
whole
doesn't.
genre, not
We
just
don't
the
get
video game.
Cyberpunk 2077. We don't get 2077. Well, without the board game that it's based on,
Yeah,
or the tabletop game that it's based on. But then we don't get that tabletop game if
yeah. No, but
Blade Runner doesn't.
every cyberpunk thing is essentially when whether it's a movie or a game or a comic book or anything, every cyberpunk thing is essentially based off of what Blade Runner looks like.
Yep. It's like, look at all this fancy future stuff, but everyone's so sad and dirty.
Yeah, and look at all this high tech. Oh, but it's actually all advertisements.
Ads, it's all ads. It's what's
Yeah.
the meme with the astronaut? Wait, it's all ads.
Oh,
Always has been.
yeah, it's all neon, but it's all ads, and the actual streets are all overcrowded and dirty and miserable.
People don't really talk much. There's not a lot of scenes of like people just talking in this,
No,
unless it's
what's there to talk about?
the people that talk the most in these movies are the replicants. The replicants have the most to say, as opposed to, I mean, name another scene in this movie where like two humans are talking outside of like Deckard talking to the chief,
Decker talking to the chief. Yeah, Decker talking to the chief. Decker talking to Edward James Olmos.
and that's about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, Deckard talks to like the owner, but he fucks off and talks to Rachel more than the owner. Owner's just sitting there in his cuck chair,
I feel
like
like
yes,
Deckard talks to noodle vendors more than he talks to other humans.
yeah, but he doesn't understand what they're saying. He wants four, they say two.
Yeah, he just wants his noodles.
Give me my noodles. I like that in both of these movies, the basically the Blade Runner is under arrest. Like, hey, you need to come in and see the chief. You're under arrest. It's like, just take him to his office.
Yeah, because Deckard had like retired or quit, and the chief is like, "You got to come. You got to get these replicants. No one else can do it."
No one else can do it. It doesn't seem like there's any immediate danger. I do like the opening scene, the opening interrogation with Leon, which Leon is one of those big boys that you don't realize he's a big boy until he's throwing Harrison Ford around.
Yeah, but no, you're right. The replicants aren't really a danger.
No,
Like it doesn't like in all of the stuff they're doing, it doesn't really seem like they're posing a threat to anybody. But they're replicants, so they
they're.
got to go.
I mean, they killed one Blade Runner, and then they
But
like most of the
whose fault is that
most of
really?
it's the Blade Runner for investigating. Don't be a cop.
Yeah,
Don't be a cop.
don't be a cop,
Hey,
and
hey,
the
cap.
replicants won't kill you.
And I mean, you look at the rest of the violence in the film. Like, yes, was that Roy Batty does kill Eldon Tyrell, and he kills his buddy, his chess playing buddy. But otherwise, they're mostly peaceful. They haven't really,
Yeah,
and it's sure there's stuff they've done. There's stuff they've done off screen, but all the violence we're seeing is towards the replicants who are representing the lower class, the working class, and so you're telling me like these are bad people, and then we're like, okay, they're bad. What are you gonna do? And then he just blows this lady away in the middle of the shopping district.
yeah.
She's just running. She's running. She's not attacking anybody.
She's running for her life, and he just guns her down. He guns down an unarmed woman, and everybody's just like, okay.
Two unarmed women. Deckard's, Deckard hates unarmed women. Apparently, he
Well, this movie is
so
called Blade Runner.
so he kills what's her name? Not Glimmer, the sex worker with the snake.
Oh, I don't remember her name.
I am blanking on her name. Let me pull it up. It
Yeah.
is not Pris. Pris is the
Pris is-
aerobics instructor.
Yeah, Pris is Daryl Hannah.
There, it's not Zora, is it?
Is it? It might be Zora.
It's Zora. I think it is Zora. Yeah, it's Zora. These guns are down running, and then Pris is basically just defending herself because she knows he's there to kill her.
Yeah,
And that scene where she's on his like got her legs wrapped around his head and he turns, like I thought he did kill I thought she did kill him in that moment because I know there's a lot of internet back and forth like, oh, is Deckard
a replicant. Yeah,
a replicant himself or no, like what's going on here? And so like that head turn they do is very like inhuman, so it kind of like the movie. I do love that the movie plays with that because you have his eyes glowing at one point. You have that scene with Pris, and you're just like, well, is he a replicant? And the movie's like, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna
Maybe
tease you a little bit.
what I like about that is you could you could see it. Well, he is a replicant. He's also not human, and that's fucked up. They have replicants killing other replicants.
Hmm.
But I think the more interesting thing that you could glean from that is, well, maybe it's just because the movie's saying that he's not human because his job is to gun down these replicants.
Right. It doesn't matter if he's human or not. He's less human than them in these moments.
Yeah, right? Like he just guns her down in the street. He has no like he doesn't feel bad. He has no emotional reaction. He's just shows his badge to the cops, Blade Runner boys, and leaves.
Right. And I think the movie really drives that home when Roy saves him later on as he's basically being like I guess Roy's at the end of his 4-year window.
Yeah.
And Roy's like, you know what? I really like life, so I'm gonna keep this asshole alive. Like picks him up with one hand, lifts him back onto the balcony, gives his little monologue about being a tear in the raindrop or a teardrop in the rainfall, and then dies.
It's also fucked up how like they have this whole division of the police, the Blade Runners, to kill the replicants when the replicants already have a Best Buy date when they're just going to shut down anyway.
Yeah, you don't have to kill them. You can just wait for them to
Yeah.
shut down.
You're right, but it's like, well, no, we can't have them running around acting like people. If right, if they're not going to be our robot slaves, they got to go.
I also love I'm always a sucker for like futuristic tech, but it's like old futuristic tech. So the
Yes,
computer that he puts the picture in enhance, and it does the flashes that like almost made me want to stroke out. Jesus.
yeah, I know we talked about this a lot when we did way back in whatever season 1 or 2 when we talked about Prospect. I fucking love I fucking love sci-fi that's practical. Like this looks like a real like it's the future, but it looks like what the future would be if you just made shit out of whatever blocky technology we have.
Retro sci-fi, I think, is the proper term.
Yeah.
Just
It,
I love that aesthetic.
it's a
It's kind of the Fallout aesthetic a little bit.
it's a good aesthetic.
I like Edward James Olmos in this, kind of being like a through line on the humanity side of it with his little origami laying about. And
Yeah.
I was a little confused by the ending when I watched. I'm not I'm not ashamed to admit when I watched the theatrical cut, I fell asleep for the first hour, and then when I watched the final cut, I fell asleep for like 30 minutes in the middle of the movie. But I've seen the movie all together, spliced together. I swear.
Yeah. I don't I've seen the theatrical cut one time, so I don't remember if there's narration at the end explaining it. But I'm pretty sure they have 2 different endings.
I think so. The theatrical cut, I don't remember there being a unicorn dream.
Okay,
Like the
yeah.
unicorn dream's not in there at all. So then when the unicorn origami at the end shows up, you're like, what the fuck? Like you get that like, oh, Edward James almost was here, but you don't get the context of like it being a unicorn.
Okay, yeah, that's weird then. They just
And
took out
then
the unicorn dream.
they cut the unicorn dream, and then yeah, the final cut you get the unicorn dream, so it kind of makes sense. Is that also kind of hinting is Gaff like do people think Gaff is also
No,
uh
people think and people use the unicorn dream as, like, evidence that, Deckard is a replicant and Gaff, um Gaff's memories are the ones that he's implanted with.
okay. I knew there was some memory stuff in play with the unicorn. I wasn't sure if like Gaff and Deckard were like sharing a conscious or some sort of thing. That's the thing I like about this movie. It leaves so much stuff open to interpretation, and those are the best fucking movies.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are always like, "Oh, Deckard's a replicant, he's got the glowing eyes in the dream and whatever," but you know what? Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? It's more interesting that you never know.
If if you need him to be a replicant, go go. That's on you. He can be a replicant for you. That's fine.
I do think it is more interesting, not just and it's like I said before, you could see that he's a replicant, or you could just see it, well, he's not a replicant, but he's also inhuman. And I think that's more interesting than if it was just, well, is he a replicant or isn't he a replicant? I think it's more interesting that both of those interpretations have something to say.
And I want to do the typical schwarmy thing where it's like if they made this movie today, they'd spell it out right. But they made this movie like 8 years ago, and they didn't spell it out right. They're just like maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, that's because Mr. Villeneuve was a sicko, was like, we're not going to answer that question.
He gets the lore. He
Yeah,
understands
he
it.
gets it. He's like, "No, we're not gonna answer that question." We're
The
just
the man
because
just knows. He's like, "Oh, you're watching Dune? Here's some fucking sandworms, you
yeah,
fucking sick
he
fucks."
knows, "Oh, just because Harrison Ford is 80 years old now, that doesn't mean we're gonna spell out that whether he's a replicant or not. We're still gonna make it, fit could go either way."
I'm excited to see what he calls his Bond girl. He's just gonna lean into his
Is he writing it too? Did they say that?
I don't know. Her name's gonna be like huge pussy or something.
You know what, though? It's about time we went back to the old Bond girl naming conventions.
He's just like he knows what people want in Bond. He's like, you just want an inappropriate name. I got you. Why didn't Austin Powers ever steer into that? Well, they did a lot of vagina,
Yeah, they did.
but just say it outright. You don't have to be clever with it. I'm Agent Huge Pussy. Sorry.
Felicity Shagwell. That was the second
That was a
Austin Powers.
Ivana Hump-a-Lot
Yeah.
was the one where he lost his mojo with.
Yeah. The one what was that the one he lost his mojo with, or was that the Russian in the hot tub?
No, it was a lot of vagina. No, Ivana Hump-a-Lot because they did the photo shoot, and then he ends up leaving with her, and they're fooling around, and then he's like, "My mojo." Why hasn't Austin been on this wheel? We need to get him on the wheel.
We should get him on the wheel.
Good Philip K. Dick stuff here. I've read a little bit of Dick. I like reading some Dick. Man in the High Castle comes to mind. I haven't read this book. I am interested in the androids sleep of yeah. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Walk past it all the time at the library. Maybe it's time. Man, I kind of wish we had double featured this with 2049 because
I kind of wish too.
I love that. I love what that movie has to say about like, yeah, maybe you're not the chosen one, but you can still make a difference. It's just a beautiful fucking movie. Like I remember putting it on, I was like, oh, 2 hours and 40 minutes, but fuck, it doesn't waste any time.
I like when Ryan Gosling plays just lonely people.
He plays really good lonely guys.
He really does. And not like sad, pathetic ones, but like ones you're like, man, wish that was me.
That look on his face when he finds out that he is not the child. Just I was fucking wrecked for him. I was like, "Oh fuck!" And even the leader of the resistance was like, "Oh, you thought it was you? We all we all do." Like everybody wants to be that person.
I just know that him at the end of that movie dying on those snowy steps, I'm like, that's on my bucket list.
I need to find me some good snowy steps.
Yeah,
Yeah, that whole last fight in the waves and everything, and oh man, I was like on the edge of my seat. That's some good fucking stuff, man.
great movie. It's a shame Jared Leto's in it.
He knows he did well. He did well.
Well,
Kind of like how Shy,
it's because he's playing a creep.
yeah, kind of how like Shia knew what he was doing in Megalopolis. Even though Leto was there, and you're like anybody else, he's at least not like too distracting. He's playing his role, and that's all I got to say about that. Anything else on Blade Runner? Again, the narration is so grating. So if you watch the version and someone starts narrating, turn it off immediately.
Yeah, never watch the theatrical cut of this. You watch the director's cut or the final cut, preferably the final cut.
It's concerning because when I got this DVD from my library, it's got every cut ever. And there were a handful of guys on Blue Sky that were like, watch the theatrical cut. And now I'm like
Idiots.
questioning. Now I'm
Idiots.
questioning.
Idiots. Who
I'm
told this to you? You should block them.
And there were more people saying watch the theatrical cut than there were saying watch the final cut.
No, idiots.
I think there was one person or two people that said watch the final cut, and everyone else was like original, original, original. I'm like, after
No.
watching both, I was like, what is wrong with you?
No, idiots. They must need the narration.
I don't know what's going on. Oh, he's sad. Okay.
Were these like just randos or were these like mutuals that you like
I know
have?
a few of them were mutuals, and it's just like, ugh, I like you. Why would you do this to me?
Yeah, no.
Do you not like me? But yeah, and again, thinking about those scenes where he's narrating. Like those are just silent moments of like reflection. And you can tell because he's just sitting there and you're like, yeah, like you can almost mute the movie and see what that scene was supposed to be with it muted.
I think I
And
I think a lot of people for whatever reason really underrate Harrison Ford as an actor.
he's good in this.
He's he's a really great actor. Like, yeah, he's like a cool guy and he does his like cool Harrison Ford roles where he wags his finger at people, and he does his little action thrillers and whatever, but he's a really good actor. Like
He,
genuinely.
He also he pretends to be a dorky union guy and he sells the hell out of it.
Yeah, he puts on a fake voice that's really
Ma'am,
good.
I'm here to make sure that you're not doing anything you're not supposed to be. No one's taking advantage of you as an actor.
Yeah, he's really good, but he's really good at conveying things without saying anything.
Just a lot of good face acting from him in this.
Yeah, like, I don't know why people do, but, like, I don't think people rate Harrison Ford highly enough as an actor on pure acting ability, but
Is it because
he's
they got so used to him being like an action star?
maybe, but he's really good. And if you
I
look at his
still
run of if you look at his run of movies after Star Wars, that man knew how to pick a role.
He was good at picking roles. Even now, like all I hear about shrinking anymore is that oh, season 2 Harrison Ford really sells the hell out of his character, which I think he's like suffering through dementia or something.
Parkinson's.
And is it Parkinson's? Okay.
Parkinson's.
And yeah, I hear that second season like he really like he shows his chops.
Yeah.
And he's even like, yeah, if this is my last thing, I'm good. And he just doesn't give a fuck. I think that's the other thing that we don't have enough of. Like he doesn't give a fuck, and there's just way too many people that are like trying way too hard to like pass off an image and trying to be like in the public eye, and he's like, no, I just like acting, I'm gonna do it. Oh, you
Yeah.
like the thing I was in? Fuck you.
Yeah, I like how he's so annoyed at Star Wars. Like, he clearly I don't think he hates Star Wars. I do think he plays into it as a bit, but I just love when people are like, "So, Han Solo and the Force, what do you think?" And he's just like, "I don't give a shit. Like, ask me a better question, please."
Because he knows he was playing pretend, and everyone else is like, no, 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 I have to get into this really weird hypothetical with you because you played the character.
Yeah,
And he's like, no, I'm good.
he knows he's playing pretend, and I think he does have a sense of humor about it, and he doesn't take himself too seriously, but it is he does get annoyed by it, so he's just like, "Shut the fuck up.
Just
Shut
ask me about acting.
shut the fuck up. Who cares? Shut the fuck up. Like, it's stupid, okay? Like, Star Wars is good, but it's stupid."
Those press junkets are draining. Like you just have people coming in, like, and you have 10 minutes of some Star Wars dork. Like, I'm the biggest fan. I watched your movie 20 times growing up. Was it him that said that? Was that him or someone else that was like, you should have watched other movies?
It might
Or
have
is that
been
Carrie?
it might have been him.
Okay. 'Cause it's just the way that original cast talks about Star Wars is just legendary. It's just like, oh, you should have been watching other stuff too. Why?
I know there's a Carrie Fisher quote. I don't remember where I heard it, but, she was like, "Yeah, they're good movies, but come on, get a life."
I always remember her talking to Daisy Lee Ridley and like, yeah,
Yeah,
those weird guys that were weird about me,
yeah,
they're yours now.
yeah.
Have fun. That's what you have to look forward to for the next 20 years.
I don't know if you ever seen in an interview, Mark Hamill did an impression of Harrison Ford when they were filming Star Wars. You know the scene when they're in the trash compactor?
Mhm.
Yeah, apparently Mark Hamill was like, worried about, like, continuity between what their hair was like, because he's like, "Well, shouldn't we" right? And then he did a really good impression of Harrison Ford going like, "Hey, kid, if they're looking at our hair, this movie's in big trouble." So, like,
Mark Hamill
even back then, Harrison Ford was like, "Yeah, man, I know what movie this is."
and Mark Hamill, like, he's kinda right because people, nitpicked that movie, like, have picked that movie apart for the last, what, 50 years now?
Yeah, but those are nerds.
They are nerds, and they don't
Yeah.
deserve to be happy.
It's true, it's true.
What do you give Blade Runner?
I gave it a 4.5, but I'm starting to lean more towards a 5.
So I gave the original cut a 4 because it's still a pretty good movie, minus the narration, and I watched the final cut, and I was like, "No, this is a 5. This is a fucking 5."
Yeah, Ridley Scott does it again.
He does it again. Well, actually, Mr. Scott, the technology wouldn't be shut the fuck up, it's a movie. Shut up. Shut up,
I
you
I
fucking were you
wonder
there?
I wonder if Ridley Scott and Harrison Ford got along really well because 'cause they're both grumps.
They are both very grumpy. I wanna interview Ridley Scott and be like, Mr. Scott, I've recently watched Blade Runner for the first time, and I just want you to know I've lived through 2019, and this technology was not there."
If I ever got to interview Ridley Scott, I would honestly just wanna shit on, like, annoying, like, historians and, like, film, like, IMDb goose people with him. I'd be like, "So, these people who complain about your accents in your movies, fuck them, right?" And he'd be like, "Hell yeah."
Hell yeah. Do you think Nolan's had phone calls with him? It's like, They're upset about the armor again. He's like, and then Scott's like, "Fuck them, Nolan. Fuck them in their asses.
I really
You
think
make the movie."
I really think, and I'm saying this publicly, anybody complaining about the armor in the Odyssey doesn't deserve to watch movies.
Yeah, just stay home. Stay
Yeah,
stay your ass at home. You don't get to enjoy things.
yeah,
Stay home and be miserable.
yeah.
Stay home. Dad movie. How much of a dad movie is this?
Um, I think it's tough because it is rather slow paced,
Slow paced.
which does
Dad's.
affect it. I do think dads like Harrison Ford.
I think Harrison Ford's enough to get him there. The remainder of the cast is really good as well.
I think depending on how much dads like sci-fi, I think The World is interesting.
I think dads like thinking about their humanity. I think as a dad myself, I think dads do like to sit. I've had a dad that likes to sit in the garage and think about life and smoke a cigarette. And so I imagine when they're out there smoking a cigarette, they are thinking about humanity.
I think dads will like the coats.
Yeah,
I
dads
think
do love coats.
dads love coats. I think dads will the fact that Harrison Ford's a detective almost, I think they'll vibe with that. Dads do love noirs, I think.
Dads love noirs. Dads also like to say they don't make them like they used to.
Yeah,
And this is one of those cases.
I do think what really would bring it, I think it has a lot, I think for the most part, all of its elements are things dads like. I think that slow pace is really what would tank its dad rating because
That first hour.
you do have to have the patience for, I'm not saying it's boring because it's not, um, but it's a slow burn, and I think slow burns are things that historically dads don't necessarily have the patience for because, they're watching this on the couch, they're dozing off, they're waking up, they're going, "What's happening?"
This is one of those perfect movies where if you catch it a half an hour in, you're fucking you're stoked. You're like, "Oh shit. Oh shit, they just okay, Rachel just walked out and he offered her a drink. Okay, they're getting ready to get into the meat and potatoes." Or no, it would be, "Oh, he just did the analyze of the photo. The hunt is getting ready to begin. Let me get in here and watch the rest of this."
Yeah, so I guess it depends. I think it depends on the this is very situational. I think it depends on the dad. I think it depends on when they've started watching, and I think it depends on how they're watching it. Did they catch this on cable? Did they choose to watch this? Is it on an airplane? Or, what time of day is it?
Are they cut? Do they have the cut mindset like, "What cut is this? Never mind, I hear the narration." I think I think it's a 60%. I don't wanna say 50 because I think that's too low, but I think
Yeah,
60, somewhere between
60.
60 and 70.
I think so too. So let's go 70, 65, because
65,
it's
meet in the
definitely
middle.
above. It's definitely above 50, but it's very, very. Who's the dad? How they watching it? That kind of thing.
Right. Alright. Now let's get to these are our big disappointments. These are our Debbie Downers. These are our IMDb goofballs. These folks hop on after seeing a perfectly good movie, no matter the cut, and find something nitpicky to complain about with the movie and decide to jot it down for the rest of us. All these people, it's the same person. It's Neil deGrasse Tyson writing all
Every
these
time. Every time.
every time. I've got one here. When Deckard performs the Voight Kampf on Rachel, there is a bellow measuring her breathing, yet we do not see Deckard attach it, and there was no such apparatus attached to Leon. The bellows are designed to collect invisible airborne particles emitted from the body, as mentioned in the original 1982 Blade Runner press kit. Fucking dork, you're reading the 1982 press kit. Fucking turn off the internet. Go outside. You're reading the fucking press kit. Fuck you. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, Neil.
All right. This person has a timestamp in theirs. That's how
Oh
you know it's
god.
going to be annoying. At around 1 hour, 8 minutes, the sheet music that Rachel reads does not match the song that she plays on the piano, not least because it is for guitar. She could, of course, be playing from memory and not referring to the music at all. Okay, so if you have an explanation, why you type in this, first of all. Second of all, shut the fuck up.
What the fuck like aren't all music like she's not it wasn't like the chords list. It was like notes on it like the bars like whatever. Dork. Dork ass dork. Do you have a dad joke for us?
um, I
And if you
do.
steal mine, I'm gonna be mad.
I don't know if this is so much a dad joke, but I do have a joke.
All right, let's hear
This movie is called Blade Runner, but he doesn't even kill his girlfriend.
it. Deep cut. Deep cut.
The Olympics are starting soon.
Yeah, hey, you know what? That's good for SEO. This
Yeah.
this will be out in time for that.
Will it actually? How long are the Olympics?
Like a month?
Oh, okay. Then this will
Yeah.
be out. Well, the Olympics are still going on, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll still be talking about the Olympics years from now. I know it. I've got one. What did the concerned parents say to the Blade Runner?
What?
Son, you shouldn't run with blades. Please walk. That's all I got. It's the most dad joke I've had in a while. Uh, do we change clothes and spin the wheel now?
We do. Yeah, we're in new clothes, which are our old clothes, but not the other clothes. Viewers, but listeners, we love
Right there
you.
for you. Listeners, no, don't. Listeners, we love you. Don't look. Don't look, listeners. Don't look.
We are spinning this wheel.
I've got a good feeling. I've got a good feeling it's going to be a good movie.
I feel like all the movies on the wheel from this point on are good movies.
We'll see
Ooh.
about that.
Ooh.
What
is
is it?
It's a very good movie. It is Eternal Sunshine.
I've never seen this movie.
Really?
Never.
Wow. That's shocking to me.
And then also, I don't know the app this is on. It is on an app here in the States called IQIYI. Equal?
I've never heard of that ever in my life.
It's on the app.
Is that the only app it's on?
IQL. It's called IQLYL.
I don't know what that is. In Canada, it is Crave. Okay.
I'm just gonna see if my library has it.
All right, let's switch back to
I
our other clothes. Wow, what a wheel spin that was.
What a wheel spin. And I have an update actually. That weird app that the movie was on,
Yeah?
it's also apparently now on Hulu here in the States. So you can go watch it on Hulu like I did.
Oh, that's good. Did you ever find out what that weird app was?
No, I wasn't gonna put my email in a weird Chinese app I've never heard of.
But didn't you used to have a TikTok account?
Yes. One weird Chinese app is enough.
Uh,
No
okay.
more. No more.
I guess we're done then.
Yeah. Run. Hey, run. Don't walk to leave a review.
Yeah, Blade Run, don't Blade Walk to leave
Don't
a
do it.
review on your podcast app of choice that you're listening to this on. And if you're not listening to this and you're one of the viewers on YouTube, like and subscribe. And yeah, tell your friends, tell your family, but whatever you do, don't tell your mother.